The Boondocks, created by Aaron McGruder, is a satirical African-American anime that explores interactions between the black and white community, utilizing the characters to underline different perspectives. This jolt of shock therapy is considered as one of the darkest and funniest anime TV shows of the 21st century. It's filled with rap references, suburbs, and surprisingly interesting cars. In fact, each character drove an animated vehicle that represented their personality and profession. So today, we're ranking and looking at who had the best car in the Boondocks series. Unsurprisingly, the worst car on the show was owned by antagonist, obnoxious, blind old man Colonel H. Stinkmeaner. Is described as one of the evilest human beings to ever walk the earth. To drive the earth, Aaron McGruder decided to make Stinkmeaner drive a 1963 GMC C-Series and crash it on his first appearance on the screen, because one of the main characters, Robert, parked in Stinkmeaner's space. The 66 Series was one of the first range of pickup trucks ever created by General Motors. It's a rugged, solid, and harsh vehicle. For an old crazy-ass man, this is the perfect car. The leader of Hateocracy gets 10th place. Next up, an overweight, horrid, detestable, homely man with one oversized glass eye who firmly doesn't like black people. He couldn't drive a cool car, right? Well, he doesn't. This is Uncle Ruckus's piece of trash. Hood vents, grille, and front bumper give us 1948 to 1950 Ford F1 vibes. The most likely guess would be that it's a cartoony 50s Ford F1. The choice is interesting, especially the color. Here's why. We could guess the truck isn't white because it has revitiligo too. Revitiligo is a fictional skin disease Uncle Ruckus claims to be affected with. Ruckus's car is as uncontrollable as he is, and it definitely gets 9th rank. Have you ever wondered what psychopaths drive? Well, in the Boondocks, character Ed Wunsler III is a white person who shows a great fondness for African-American culture. However, it's mostly the negative stereotypes though. He's also an ex-soldier, impulsively violent man who whips a blacked-out 2002 Cadillac Escalade with an Ed 3 license plate. He drives around with his partner in crime, Gin Rummy. The Escalade was, and arguably still is, the best American SUV, and for that, 8th place. In Smoking with Cigarettes, Lamilton Tayshaun is a 6 and late 8-year-old jit juvenile delinquent who abuses his grandmother. Considered as the most evil character on the show, he's believed to be the actual Antichrist. He steals his grandmother's car, an automatic 2000 Ford Expedition. He takes it on a reckless joyride with Riley and drives it like a pure psychopath. This character was actually inspired by real-life Letarian Milton, a 7-year-old who stole his grandmother's Dodge Durango and crashed it in 2008. The gray Expedition in the Boondocks, though, seems to be a custom model, kinda legendary, 7th rank. The next character is mild-mannered lawyer Tom DuBois, a loving family man and all, but before everything, he's still a lawyer. So the writers decided to dedicate him with what seems to look like a 2000s BMW 740i, a big, large, luxurious sedan. The 7 Series is perfect for a non-violent lawyer who has his parking spot taken here and there. Next up, Frederick, aka Gangstalicious, is one of Riley's favorite rappers. He's a closet homosexual and goes to great lengths to keep his secret from the public. While most people would think he represents P. Diddy in the series, we'd rather say the notorious B.I.G. Now why is that? Well, because he drove the exact same car as Biggie, a custom blue 1996 Honda Civic hatchback. It has a rear wing, custom black bucket seats, and Gangstalicious drives this baby like a maniac in a car chase, running from a black W210 W211 E-Classes Mercedes. I would have attributed him a white Maybach personally, but either way, a sporty Civic is still cool. 5th rank. Anyway, let's stay within the rappers. Otis Jenkins, or Thugnificent, is a once famous rapper and obvious parody of Ludacris. He's loud, obnoxious, immature, and blatantly rude, just like his choice of wheels, a pimped out ocean blue 2003 Hummer H2. the loudest car you can drive. Once again, perfectly fitted for this particular character. Fun fact though, Ludacris actually owned the H2, and it was featured in his music video for Act a Fool in 2003. Clever choice. Now get this, Riley's 8 years old and Huey's 10, so obviously they don't drive or have licenses yet. But after raising money with a fake fundraising, Riley blesses granddad with a 2003 Gibbs Aquata. You probably never heard of this. Check this turtle out. This thing is a high-speed amphibious concept car envisioned in the early 2000s that did 99 miles per hour on land and 31 miles per hour on water. Kinda weak if you ask me, but look, I guess Robert will no longer have to worry about hydroplaning with this dolphin at least. And while it's absolutely horrendous, it's funny that they included a rare concept like this in the series. And for that, this mystical myth deserves third rank. Probably the richest character on the show, a pimp named Slickback is a wealthy pimp running a brothel in Woodcrest. First of all, Cat Williams murdered this role. Second of all, Slickback is the only character that seems to own more than one car. Pimp's whole demeanor is misogynistic, physically abusive, and purple. Very purple. This character was obviously modeled after Cat's character, Money Mike, from the Friday After Next movie. His swag is overwhelming. His two cars match his pimp in purple suit to a T. In his first appearance, we get to see him with a 2000 BMW 7 Series, then a 1978 Lincoln Mark V with a white roof, gold details, and a sexy cowhide interior. Slickback is a whole vibe, no lie. Second place. Living in the beautiful, peaceful suburb Woodcrest with his two adorable grandsons, Robert Freeman has everything to be a happy granddad. He's old, but unfortunately unwise. He never accepts responsibility for his actions, nor does he learn any lessons. Besides his flaws, he still manages to have the best and most important car on the show, and the only car with a name attributed to her. Dorothy is an old red and black 1975 Lincoln Continental. Not only a car, but a piece of Robert's heart, because it is shown that he actually loves the car more than he loves his grandsons, Huey and Riley. Robert may have named his car after Dorothy Dandridge, whom he had a crush on in the original comic strip. According to unproven fan speculation, Dorothy could also be the name of Robert's deceased wife. In one episode, the car Dorothy even gets pimped out by Exhibit. The result is a super nasty Continental with spinners, a new red paint job with flames on the side, a purple interior, and screens in the headrest with holes shaking their rear ends. Grandpa's now ready to find himself a little cutie pie and pimp like Slickback. It's about that time. Tell us, fam, did you think this ranking and our interpretation of the car models was accurate? If not, tell us why not. And if you want to see us cover any other TV show featuring pretty cool and interesting whips, check out this video where we break down who had the best car in Breaking Bad. Until next time, drive safe.